This is a Rogue Media Network podcast. Central Texas Life with Ann Harder presents Central Texas Events.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Central Texas Events. And I want to introduce you to Melvin Hall, who I've just newly met, but you have an amazing program set up for veterans. And you've got a kickoff over a Memorial Weekend that we want to talk about specifically. And this has to do with art and helping to bring connection and even healing to our veterans.
Absolutely. And I love what you do. Thank you for allowing me to be here. And what we're talking about is Warriors Canvas. So it's an art-based initiative that we're launching at Triple Win Waco here. I guess, is that redundant if I say Triple Win Waco and it's in Waco?
No, that's good. When we've talked about Triple Win and what it's all about, it's located over on Webster, down close to the silos, and just explain what our veterans will be doing there and how this is going to help.
Sure, and this is a community event. It's going to be open house, so we want the public to be in, the community to come in, and it's creative expression. The veterans, and I'm a veteran. I spent 23 years in the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
And so there'll be demonstration stations, so hands-on experience for our veterans, the community being involved in it also. And I think about this, and that there's things that we can't express through words that we're able to through creativity and through art. We put the initiative together, Warriors Canvas. So we are not a nonprofit, we're not an organization, but we work with organizations that like Creative Waco. We work with Art Spark Texas. We have Help Heal Veterans. They're at a temple, well, they're nationwide. Veterans One Stop.
I was going to say Veterans One Stop came to my mind.
Right, so we're interacting there. The Central Texas VA, whether it's the medical center, the Veterans Benefits Administration. So we're able to be nimble. We're able to put together these coalitions. I'll say if that's can we use that word here?
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, there's so many different efforts and agencies to help veterans, and it's always great to see something sort of bring everybody together.
Sure.
For a common good, which is what Warriors Canvas is.
Absolutely, and we are planned it, and we're launching it on Memorial Weekend because we want that tie-in. And I think about Memorial Day is sacred to me. You know, the folks that have stood in the gap for our nation, so that we can enjoy the freedom that we have.
Absolutely. That pay the ultimate price.
Absolutely. Yeah. So their stories have already been told. This is Warriors Canvas is for the new stories that can be told.
Right. Well said. Well said. And of course, how did this all kind of come about from your standpoint? It was concern about the astounding number of veterans who suffer mentally.
Right. And there's, trauma is a real deal. You don't have to be a veteran to have trauma.
Right.
The statistic is bantered around 22 veterans commit suicide every day. And one a day is too many.
Oh, yeah.
So,
no, absolutely. And if there's anything, as you say, that can help, I mean, I remember hearing, of course, I'm from the generation, my parents were World War II.
Sure.
And how often they just wouldn't talk about what they saw. They wouldn't talk about.
It wasn't proper. It wasn't allowed.
No. And so that was all just internalized, and anyways, that's never good.
Right. And so the creative expression through art is what we're building on. And I talked about the nonprofits that we're working with. Art Spark Texas has found a working artist. Elizabeth Decker is going to travel in from Austin to work with the project.
Really?
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. And so what you will have there at Triple Win, and it's a nice big area, so
Yes.
there'll be stations set up where
Right.
art can happen and
Demonstration stations,
uh-huh.
and so in that there can be storytelling,
Mm-hmm.
because art, creative expression is written word, is music. We're going to have music there also, and for me to list off, I would forget something, but the demonstration stations, comics. I think we talked about that earlier. There's going to be drawings, pastels, local high school artists, high school teachers going to do some amazing, crazy things with melting plastic.
Oh, how fun.
And-
Yeah, lots of different mediums too
Right.
as well.
And
Yeah.
yes, so there'll be any number of things, and so the this, I keep saying, the community is invited. So we really, really, really want you.
Well, and that's the whole kind of point behind this is to generate connection.
Right.
I think a lot of the problem is just a sense of isolation, and not that nobody cares, but they feel like nobody cares. To get to that point of desperation. You don't
Right.
want to see that happen.
Right. And it's not necessarily just all desperation. There's great untapped potential in there. I was in Temple at a nonprofit yesterday that works with veterans, and it blessed me how they were talking about they are amazed through the years, their 10 years in working in the community, that the potential, the creativity within the veterans community is phenomenal. And
Yeah.
Seeing someone just take a piece of paper and a pencil and just sit there and draw something, and the shading is perfect, and that person just before said, I can't draw. I'm not good. And so
Yes, you can.
we want the hands-on in what's going to go on in this project.
So what you're looking for on that Saturday is for anyone to come, right? Or to bring veterans, or
Right.
do you need to sign up ahead of time so you
Yes,
know
we
who
have
all's
a
coming?
website, warriorscanvas.com,
Uh-huh.
and you can get your free ticket there. That way we have, to help us with planning and the count. So warriorscanvas.com. And so in this community comes in, they can support, sponsor the events, work one of the demonstration stations. Somebody wants to volunteer in that regard, possibly background in some type of medium, and they could show
Right.
folks how to do things in
Yeah,
that regard.
do a little Bob Ross kind of
Right.
demonstration, which I love that. It's like, somebody show me, I can copy what they're doing.
Yeah. And with this, and we want to build this is not a one-off event. We're going to continue this. This is proof of concept, and then we'll go forward with this. And
Yeah, where do you see this down the line?
we this week met.
So you say it's not a 501c3 at
Correct.
this point. Okay.
Yeah, we are boots on the street. We're out there. We're nimble, coming up with ideas. Let's
Yeah.
do this, and then we're smart enough. I think we can say that we want to work with the nonprofits, the established folks that have the ability to do the heavy
Right.
lifting, and so this isn't my idea, but I'm going to share it here for the first time. The Creative Waco was just mind blowing speaking with them, and
This
so-
this should be right up their street.
right. So we proof of concept. We do this, see this, and then expand it where it's not Warriors Canvas, but it's Heroes Canvas. So frontline workers,
Oh, yeah.
fire,
Absolutely.
police, healthcare, educators. So all of this could blow up into that,
Yeah.
expand into that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you have a canvas here. Bring that up so folks can see what you have. And
So
yeah, explain what
okay.
some of the
don't cover your face.
That's okay. They know what I look like.
On the canvas, the idea is we have the middle open, so an artist will do a painting, a drawing, a picture, some type on there. So that's
So
why
this
that's
will
open.
happen. So the center is going to stay
Open
blank.
for that.
Center will be
Right.
blank.
Yes, and then people are able to write on here, like to my dad and my grandpa, go Army, and so they were military affiliated as in a relative being in, and so somebody that could, veteran can write on there, or like your
Yeah,
brother.
I'm going to, my brother-in-law, Larry Harder, was a captain in the Navy, and he passed away this past fall to ALS. That we don't know, but it might have been service-related. We don't know. But
I see
anyway.
it,
yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I would be great for
Well,
you
here we
to write on here for us.
I got a spot right here in mind.
I'll give you the lid. Thanks.
I'll do it here. It's in retired.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, he spent his career in the Navy in the Supply Corps,
Right.
outfitting ships to go out to sea. But he had to be sure they had all the toilet paper they needed. I
Right.
mean, when you think about it, it's kind of mind blowing. But yeah,
Yeah, that's incredible.
yeah. But we miss him, and of course are so proud of his military service.
And I would be remiss if I didn't put in a plug for the military spouses.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh yeah.
my wife was a Marine, but when we got together, then she was a military spouse, and so I was an Army brat. So I know the sacrifice that my mom went through in raising us 6 kids, and so my wife being a military spouse and raising our 4 kids and being uprooted and moved around.
Oh,
so I
always
wanted to
moving.
bring that in, that
That is a sacrifice.
the military spouses, and the community.
Well, and the children too. I mean, it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is a wonderful work. And again, how did this just come to you that let's combine veterans and give them an outlet to express themselves, to try to stem the tide of
Could
the
we get
mental
some
illness?
wine and talk about this?
Yeah. So this is a lengthy discussion. Is what you're
no,
saying.
so 3 crazy guys. So Mike Hamilton, Casey
Yeah.
Jones.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and so we were sitting around and not just sitting around focusing on this thing, but it came up, okay, what can we do for Melvin?
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't that I was falling apart or anything, but there was, okay, what is, something, to make life better?
Right.
And so we said, creativity, expression,
Yeah.
and all of us are creative in different. I'm not artistically creative, but creative in other ways. And so, I don't know if I answered your question that we, a year ago said, we want to do this.
Yeah.
And so we would plan it. We'd get together monthly and put things together. And it grew. Amanda came in helping us, and we would talk to other folks, and it was mind-boggling. It was not mind-boggling. It was just so great when we would talk to people about
Yeah.
it. They saw the benefit.
Right. The value in
Right.
this kind of effort. Yeah.
And so we said, okay, let's tie it into Memorial Day weekend,
Uh-huh. Perfect.
and put that out there, and just the folks that have stepped up to the table to help. And so, is there anything that I've missed that?
No, well, and so again, how can folks get more information if they want to learn more specifically about the event that's coming up?
Sure.
What is that date?
May 24th.
May 24th.
Saturday.
Right, a Saturday, and the time?
It's 9 to 3.
Okay, so it's through the day. It's come and go
Right.
kind of thing. Yeah, right.
We'll have a teaching artist there, the demonstration station.
And you were careful to say this is not art therapy.
Right.
It, that's a whole different thing. But this is therapeutic art.
Right.
Can we say?
Yes, and it's creative expression.
Yeah.
And I think somebody taught me this phrase this week: life-saving expression.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the goal. That's the hope,
Yeah.
and the prayer for sure. Well, I can't wait to see the finished product.
Yeah, and
for sure.
and it's going to be great. The idea is the open house so that the community's built and people see what's going on, and then we'll continue on through the months and build this. This is just the beginning. It's not an event. It's a movement.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it. I'm excited to. So you need to come back. Come back next year for sure. Let's see where this all leads. But hopefully it certainly brings about the change and the encouragement in individuals' lives who've given so much already to this country that we owe them so much of our debt of gratitude for sure.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. So thank you for all you're doing, Melvin,
Sure.
and for you for being with us for Central Texas Events. Hope to see you on the 24th at Triple Win. Again, this is on Webster.
Correct.
And it's going to be great. 9 to 3.
WarriorsCanvas.com.
WarriorsCanvas.com. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.